Call together a meeting of the Public Facilities Commission. Before us today is the Department of Neighborhood Development.
Good morning, Commissioners. With us today is Sheila Dillon, the Chief and Director for the Department of Neighborhood Development. Vote number 1 is being presented by Bernard Mayo. He's a project manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. This vote request concerns the transfer of care, custody, management, and control from the Department of Neighborhood Development, known as D&D, to the Public Works Department, known as PWD. This matter concerns vacant land located at 1 through 5 Woodrow Avenue in Dorchester. This is a property transfer between city departments of city-owned land. Bernard, if you'd present your vote request, please.
Okay. Good morning. I'd like to request PFC approval for the transfer of the land at 1 to 5 Woodrow Avenue to the Public Works Department. The parcel is located at the corner of Woodrow Avenue and New England Avenue and is approximately 2,400 square feet. D&D acquired the property through the tax foreclosure process almost 29 years ago. Due to its size, shape, and location, the site offers very limited development potential. And last month, August 20th, 2018, Public Works Department requested that D&D transfer this property to them for public improvement purposes. I have a few handouts. This is a map of the site. Recent photograph and satellite view. I'm here to answer any questions.
I assume just Public Works is more looking to widen the turn is why they're wanting the property?
Yes.
Okay. It makes all the sense in the world to transfer to appropriate departments properties they should have. I have no questions.
You asked my question. I wanted to understand that. So I make a motion that we approve.
Second. All in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
Vote number 1 is approved. Vote number 2 is being presented by Neralise Janus. She's a project manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. The vote request concerns tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Michelle Fornette. This is vacant land located at 310 Warren Street in Roxbury. The purchase price is $30,000. Neralise, if you'd present your vote request, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. I am here requesting PFC approval for tentative developer designation to Michelle Fornebe for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Roxbury neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in the developer designation and this subsequent tentative developer designation vote request. Community notification was mailed May 22nd, 2018 to inform of D&D's intent to issue an RFP for this parcel. A request for proposal was issued on June 11th, 2018 and advertised in the State Central Register, the Boston Herald, and the City Record. One proposal was received in response to the RFP on July 16th, 2018 and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. The proposed purchase price is for twice the appraised value. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also provided some handouts to demonstrate where the parcel is. The first one is a site map, which shows the parcel right there. The Michelle Fornebe owns the home that's over here, right in the corner, so she's in a butter. This is a current view of the parcel itself. That's it. Her intentions are to use the site to display her works of art as well as local artists' art. And that's it. I am here to answer any questions that you may have.
So may I assume that the notification went to all the butters?
Yes.
Right.
She actually submitted with her proposals community support letters. So.
And are there any restrictions on the use of the
There are no
parcel?
restrictions.
And it doesn't look like the size of that parcel, you could actually,
Do anything.
other than the second skinniest house in Boston on it.
You couldn't park there, could you?
You couldn't build on that.
No, it seems like for a piece of property, it's probably the best use you could have for it. And you're actually making, you're above the appraised value on the sale price, so that's even nice too.
So I make a motion that we approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 2 is approved. Vote number 3 is also being presented by Neralise Janus, Project Manager in the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. This vote request concerns a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Cambridge Street Realty, LLC. The matter concerns vacant land located at Humphreys Place in Dorchester. The purchase price is $2,500. Neralise, if you'd present your vote request, please.
Good morning again. I am here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation to Cambridge Street Realty LLC for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in the developer designation and the subsequent tentative designation vote request. A community notification was mailed May 22nd to inform of D&D's intent to issue an RFP for the parcel. A request for proposal was issued on June 11th and advertised in the State Central Register, the Boston Herald, and the City Record. One proposal was received in response to the RFP on July 16th, 2018, and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. The offer price is for the full appraised value. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also provided handouts to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first one is a site map, which shows the parcel right there. Cambridge Street Realty owns this multifamily. It's a 2-family right here. His intentions is just to keep it as is and incorporate it with his existing property. In summary, if PFC approves this vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. It will return vacant property in D&D's inventory for 64 years back into productive use and into the tax rolls. The sale will generate $2,500 in initial revenues. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thanks.
No, I mean, again, you're getting the appraised value. It's a piece of land you really can't do anything with, so it's great to get another piece of property off our rolls and so forth.
Yeah, so removing us from liability. I make a motion that we approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Thank you.
Vote number 3 is approved. Vote number 4 is being presented by William Epperson in place of James Smith. William Epperson is an assistant director in the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. The vote request concerns a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to FCA Realty LLC. The matter concerns vacant land located at an unnumbered parcel on Leo M. Birmingham Parkway in Brighton. The purchase price is $12,000. If you'd present the vote request, please, William.
Yes, thank you, Angela, and good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Again, I'd like to acknowledge Jamie Smith, who is the project manager for this, but unable to be here today. I'm here requesting approval for the tentative developer designation of FCA Realty for this parcel here that's displayed on the screen. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in this vote request. A community notification letter was mailed to folks on May 22nd of 2018, notifying people of the D&D's intent to make this parcel available. A request for proposals was issued on June 11th of 2018 and advertised in the State Central Register, the Boston Herald, and the City Record. We received one application in response to that RFP, and it was determined to meet the RFP eligibility criteria. We've included a comprehensive memo in the vote package, and we have some handouts as well. So you see here is the I'm not exactly sure how to bring up the red pointer, but you see the parcel there outlined in blue. It's a odd-shaped 40 feet by 350 feet rectangular parcel. It appears to be an old public way that was decommissioned. It was routed to the Department of Neighborhood Development by the Public Facilities Commission on March 14th of this year. The City Council surplused the property in August. The applicant owns the property along Soldiers Field Road. It is owned by FCA, which is Fiat Chrysler. They're doing an automobile dealership there. Their intention is to use this parcel to install soil retention nails. Everything would be subterranean. They need to improve the retaining wall that is between this subject parcel and their property. And the way they've engineered to do that is to use some subterranean soil nails. So they've expressed interest in our parcel so they could do that. The parcel also abuts DCR property, which is that open space there displayed on the screen. DCR has no interest in this particular parcel. We reached out to them before we made it available. They do not want the parcel, so we're proposing to sell it to the abutting automobile dealership, who will maintain the parcel as it currently is. You can see here is an aerial shot. This area is really undevelopable. It's essentially an urban wild, heavily wooded. Acts mostly as a buffer between the commercial development along Soldiers Field and the public green space along Birmingham. In summary, if the Public Facilities Commission approves this vote request, it will result in a few public benefits, $12,000 of upfront revenues, and an estimated $6,000 in annual ongoing tax revenues. And it will maintain the 14,000 square feet of open space and preserve the existing tree canopy. When we convey this parcel, if the Public Facilities Commission does in fact approve, we would be placing some deed restrictions on the property, making sure that the existing tree canopy remains and that it continues to be operated as public open space. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
The fact that DCR didn't want it and you were able to get $12,000 for it with all the restrictions, I think is a good thing, actually. I have no other questions.
No other way. Thank you for presenting this so thoroughly. Make a motion that we approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Vote number 4 is approved. Vote number 5 is being presented by Christopher Rooney. He's a development officer in the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. This is an amendment to the vote of September 22nd, 2017 to extend the tentative designation and intent to sell period from 24 to 48 months to the Vietnamese American Initiative for Development, Inc., otherwise known as Viet Aid. This concerns vacant land located at 191 Bowden Street in Dorchester. This is a time extension request. Chris, if you'd present your vote request, please.
Thank you, Angela. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Excuse me. I'm here requesting PFC approval for an extension of the tentative developer designation of the Vietnamese American Initiative for Development, Inc., also known as Viet Aid, for the parcels identified in the vote package in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted an extensive public process that resulted in this vote request. PFC approved the tentative developer designation of the Vietnamese American Initiative for Development on October 5th, 2016. We are requesting an extension to allow the developer to await an award of affordable housing funds from the state from DHCD. The project has already received a funding award from the City of Boston. The project has accomplished the following in the past year. The project received a funding award from the City of Boston. The project has received Article 80 approval from the Boston Planning and Development Agency. The project has received zoning variances from the Board of Appeal. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also provided 4 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is a site map. The city parcel is the one outlined in red on the corner, and the privately owned parcel that's being combined with the city-owned parcel to complete this project is outlined in blue. Next is current images of the site coming from either direction on Bowden Street. The third is the schematic concept rendering of the project. And finally is the site map. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. Revitalization of a parcel of underutilized vacant land in the Bowdoin Geneva neighborhood that's been in the city's inventory for more than 17 years. 41 residential units affordable to families with incomes less than 60% of the area median income. A 1,000 square foot community room and outdoor plaza. The project is expected to create 72,574 construction hours, which will generate jobs among the building trades. Removing the parcels from the inventory allows the city to avoid future costs and liabilities associated with maintaining the properties. And the project is estimated to generate $23,650 in annual property tax revenue. Reasons for this time request include the development was not invited to apply for the 2016-2017 DHCD funding round due to the high volume of applications submitted to DHCD that year. The development team applied for DHCD funding through its 2017-2018 funding round but did not receive an award. The development team will apply for the DHCD funding round for its 2018-2019 funding round. And in the meantime, the development team continues to conduct D&D supported design review. And I'm here to answer any questions.
Any questions?
No, I mean, this is, I'm familiar with this project and this property for about 20 years, so looking forward to completion at some point. It looks like we're really close. I guess my question is just really about like the DHCD process. How does the process of invitation work? Can you just apply for funding, or they have to invite you, it sounds like?
Would you like to?
So they changed their process. Thank you, Commissioner. For the record, my name is Sheila Dillon with the Department of Neighborhood Development. So I'd say approximately 3 or 4 years ago, DHCD changed the way that they review applications. You submit a preliminary application, and you have to show that your project is very far along in its design and its approvals, et cetera. And then they review that, and if they like what they see, they invite you in. But Boston has a tendency to send up lots of good projects that have made very substantial progress, so they can't invite all the Boston projects in. So in this case, they didn't invite this one in. So now it is a 2-tiered process, where before it was just everybody come in and they would fund a certain number. So we're very hopeful. This is a wonderful project, as we all know. It's a very important corner. So we're very hopeful they'll be invited in this round and succeed.
I actually agree, and I understand the issues on the financing, and obviously they appear to have done everything else that they needed to do. My question, though, is more on, and it may not necessarily be this project, but as we're extending projects for legitimate reasons, time frame, so forth, is it worthwhile to maybe going back to the community and so forth and giving even the community and the community process an update on some of this stuff?
It's a very good point, and we try very hard to do that. But this has had its Article 80 approval for quite some time, so it would not be a bad thing to make sure that we're checking in. This is Davida Edelman and the Bowdoin Geneva Neighborhood Association, so we can certainly do that and make sure that they're aware of the process, because I agree with you. Sometimes the neighborhood doesn't know what the delay is. They just see that nothing's happening. So it's a hard thing to explain. Well, you have to go here and there and jump through these hoops. So I think it's a good idea. We will do that.
And my last item, and something I always brought up, is that, again, I'm not sure if it's with this project, more of a philosophical issue of, as we do designations, kind of transferring to the developer the, whatever maintenance needs to be on that site and so forth, so for getting their extension another 2 years, well, you're doing the snow removal, you're doing whatever and so forth. Again, I don't know if it applies to this, but just something to think about in terms of.
Yeah, we have done that when the nonprofit or the for-profit developer has a lot of capacity and has a lot of property management capacity. We've said, it's October, can you take over snow removal of the sidewalks? Sometimes, though, such as this is Viet Aid, it's a small nonprofit, they own very few projects. We probably would, because it's a very important corner with two big sides, we probably will maintain this one just to make sure that it gets done. So it's almost a case-by-case, Commissioner.
Okay.
Thank you. I make a motion that we approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 5 is approved. Is there a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.